3, 2, 1. Welcome back guys, Graeme here for the review time, and today I thought I'd try something a bit different. Every video we've been doing lately has been all gameplay and things like that, which is all fantastic and that sort of stuff I love. Now, to give a bit of context, myself, my gaming collection is small enough. It's only about 200 games, split across many platforms. I am actively adding to it again now. Over time, being young and stupid, I sold a load of games, but I've kept all the ones that I wanted to keep and play, and all of those are kind of still my favourite games now. So in this video, I'm going to go over the top 3 in my collection, give a bit of history, and a kind of short review and overview of the game itself. Alright? So, here we go. So, in at number 3, we have the Twin Snakes Metal Gear Solid for the GameCube. This was a remake of the 1998 Metal Gear Solid game that came out for the PlayStation 1. Now, what this done is, because this was for the GameCube, one of the more recent of the consoles, this actually used the Sons of Liberty engine and some mechanics from it. So everything looks crisp, it looks clean, even to today's standards, everything looks nice and looks fantastic. Sorry, my dog's on it for a piss. Go, go. Good boy. So a bit of history for myself when it comes to Metal Gear Solid. Now, Metal Gear Solid was a big game I used to sit and watch my brother play all the time. Even then, just watching him, I was absolutely fascinated by it. It's all this tactical, espionage, stealth shit, and it's absolutely fucking fantastic to me. The dog's just sat there, I don't know what he's doing. But not only just that, the music, the characters, the acting, the design, just everything for this was fantastic. Even in the PlayStation 1 days, but for me, it's made better than the GameCube. I managed to get this for HMV at the time, before it shut down, like years ago. And I actually got this cheap enough, which is funny. I think I got it near the end of the GameCube life cycle. So I think it was a right place, right time moment. This has been with me since fucking, I don't know, maybe 15 years. And I've tried to keep this in good, like I've kept this in good nick, everything like this, just because this is one of the games that means so fucking much. And it's so much fun! And then, at number 2, we have the Game Boy Pocket. Oh yes. This was released in 1996, and I think I got it for Christmas in 1996, along with a load of other games and a load of Game Boy stuff, because I was absolutely smitten with Game Boy beforehand, the OG Game Boy, and when I got this, I absolutely played it to death. In here, we have, of course, because I'm a massive fanboy, it just happened to be in here, I never put it on purpose, Link's Awakening, OG. The best combo. What was good with this is the fact that it was smaller, it was sleeker, and it just felt nicer. The OG Game Boy was just fat, like in my tiny wee hands, and back then I was used to handling something so fat. But even now, like, it's so nice to hold, it's so nice to play. It still powers on and all that good stuff. The only balls is the speaker's gone, so there's no sound, and that makes me very unhappy. But still, plug in a pair of headphones, good to go. I absolutely played this thing to death. I was constantly on this. This ran on 2 AAA batteries, and it was roughly anywhere between 10 and 12 hours on fresh batteries that you got fit. And I got the matching Game Boy camera to go with it as well. So definitely in at number 2, this is fantastic. And even one of the good things is this is one of the things that my son has picked up and has played on a regular basis, but then he got into the Switch, so then this is kind of taking a backseat now, which is fair enough. But definitely number 2, Game Boy Pocket. So this easily could have been a top 10 list for me, but I wanted to keep it to top 3 because I felt like they were kind of probably the most important ones in my gaming history and in my collection. They just kind of resonated more with me. So first in the honourable mentions list, it's the Castlevania games on the N64. Castlevania 64 and Legacy of Darkness, these were just two of my all-time favourite games for the N64. I played Castlevania 64 absolutely to death. They had both two campaigns. We played as Reinhardt and I can't think of the last's name off the top of my head. But two separate runs, again, two different kind of storylines, but all culminating in the same thing. You fight Dracula, and then I think there's like a second, it's like almost like a game plus thing. I can't remember, it's been years since I played it, but again, absolutely fantastic. Quite hard as well. This was one of the games that challenged me back in the day. Just make sure I'm recording. And there were some spooky bits in this where you're getting chased by Frankenstein in a maze and just stuff like that. There are also some like secret timed events in this as well. So if you just go through a level, you'll just miss them. But if you're kind of in the right place at the right time, kind of certain things, different things happen. And again, Legacy of Darkness. This is pretty much the same as this, but this Legacy of Darkness, I'm pretty sure was a prequel to Castlevania 64, because it pretty much shares the same gameplay, shares the same like graphical design, everything like that, and it's pretty much just the same game you go through. Bits are different, there's new levels added and stuff like that. But in this you play a guy who could turn into a werewolf, which is pretty fucking sweet if you ask me. So again, another honourable mention. The two best games, the two greatest games in history came out on the 3DS, and both of them are absolutely fantastic. I didn't play these ones to death as much as I did in the N64. Just being grown up and having other responsibilities and all that shit kind of prevented me to. But when you get these, I got like some cool collector's editions with them, stuff like that as well. Some kind of pre-order stuff with this, and the actual collector's edition with this. What was good with this is when I ordered this, it came out when the new 3DS came out, and I actually got it day early, which was the day before my birthday, which I was fucking delighted with, as you can probably imagine. So the Ocarina of Time pre-order bonus was from Game, I'm sure it was, back in Scotland. You got the special edition case, which is pretty sweet, reflective gold, very nice, you ask me. And I can't remember how I got this, but I think if you sent away the receipt or there was something that you filled in and sent it away, you got the soundtrack. So I got that as well. So it just kind of makes a nice wee bundle, having the game, having a special collector's edition case that's still sealed, and it's got stuff inside it, and again the soundtrack. The soundtrack for the Zelda games have always been fantastic. So the collector's edition, a Majora's Mask. It comes with the steel book inside. It comes with a pin. It comes with a poster, a pin, and the steel book in the game as well. But I'll take a picture of it. But what was cool with this for me was that because I ordered it on the Nintendo website itself, it came with the Skull Kid statue, which again is absolutely fantastic. Like just the detail on his face, like on the mask, is just absolutely bananas. And this is just something I like having in the collection. I wouldn't necessarily put it on display. And I know there's loads of knockoffs of these kind of floating about the place, so it's not really anything special, but again, it's the official one, and I've got all the good stuff with it. So, another honourable mention, and I feel like I'm fanboying hard here, but it's completely unintentional, and I'm sorry I keep going on about this series, but I had to bring it up. Breath of the Wild on the Switch. Now, like I said before, I never really played the 3DS re-releases in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask because I had other, grown-up responsibilities, working, kids, all that good stuff. But with this, because the Switch is portable and this game is fucking massive, I was able to kind of sit and I played maybe 3/4 of this game. I sunk a good 50 hours into it, and that was just loads of exploring. But annoyingly, I kind of lost my way with it because I got distracted by other games and there was just other things happening. But this has been the most fun I've got for a Zelda game recently. Breath of the Wild is absolutely fantastic. The gameplay, The level design, character design is absolutely stunning, the music is fantastic, the combat, the open world, it's fantastic. So Breath of the Wild gets a very honourable mention. I should have made this the top fucking 10 list, because I've got like 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 honourable mentions. Last one, the daddy, the one that started it all, the one that started everything for me. And this is the OG one that I used to have. I've had this since I was a fucking baby. The OG GameCube. GameCube? The OG Game Boy. Had this since I was a baby. The OG Game Boy. Now, I don't know much technically about it. I don't know what's inside it. I don't know what it ran on. I don't know its components. Dot matrix with stereo sound. That was what I needed to know back then. I've got one battery in it. I think I've got another one. And I've got Tetris in it. Again. Could you think of a better combination? Tetris. OG Tetris, the OG Game Boy. But this was definitely the thing. This was definitely the one piece of gaming. This is the one console that absolutely hooked me on gaming. We had the NES, but I was too small when that was out. I can remember kind of playing it, but nothing's real. With this, I can remember sitting a foot away from a socket, having it plugged in. So, there, having it plugged in, so they run out of battery halfway through playing the game. Like, I used to have some absolutely sick gaming marathons with this. I used to play this thing to absolute death. And again, I used to have like a massive Game Boy collection, and every single game I played on this. I remember playing wrestling games, all the Star Wars games, Tetris, Mario, 6 Golden Coins, Link's Awakening. Jesus, this definitely started everything for me. This is .00 on the map. OG Game Boy. No real honourable mention, but just want to bring up, I've still got the old school Mario Golf for the Game Boy. And my dad, this was my dad's game. He absolutely played this to death as well. He used to sit and just play it all the time. And I just remember the sound. That was it. Bang. Mario Golf. And finally, in at number 1, anybody who knows me and has spoken to me about gaming is probably sick shit to death to hear me talk about this game. But again, this game is reflective. Then again, this game was a big part of my childhood growing up. I have fond memories of playing this and sitting in my bedroom, waking up early on a Saturday and Sunday morning when nobody else is awake, turn on my N64 and sit and playing this for hours. And I mean, I got absolutely hours of enjoyment out of this game, and I don't know how many times I've completed it. This game came out again on the 3DS, it came out again on the virtual consoles, it came out on the GameCube as well, and I played every single one and I completed every single one of them. And I should really go back and play it again because that's like fucking amazing. So this game, of course, is Majora's Mask on the N64. Whoa. So pretty. So this was the second Zelda game to release on the N64, the first one obviously being Ocarina of Time, which was in 1998. This was released 2 years later in 2000. One funny thing about this is it was a 2-year window between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask coming out. That's why a lot of people, that's why there's a lot of textures reused for Ocarina of Time in this. Same characters, same NPCs, all this stuff. It's all the same. It's the reason why. Basically, because of such a short time frame, they just reused textures just to bang the game out in 2000. Again, the N64 was coming towards the end of its life at this point, so they wanted to get this out, and I am thankful they fucking did. This is by far one of the best games I've ever played. And the box is still in quite good nick, which I'm quite happy about. we go. I've got a story about this, but I've spoken about it many times before, and it's in the latest podcast episode that we've uploaded. So if you've watched it, you know. If you've not watched it and you want to know, go watch it. I'll timestamp it and everything like that. But definitely, Majora's Mask. A big part in my gaming history, a big part in my childhood was this. That was the top 3 in my collection. I kind of went with 3 because my collection was small enough, like I was saying. I am still adding to this now. The 3 that I chose were very near and dear to me, were pretty much like staples in my whole gaming journey, and they're even games that I still love playing to this day. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I would love to know down below your thoughts. What are your top 3? How do you feel about the ones that I chose? And if you've got any special gaming memories that you'd like to share, I'd love to know in the comments down below. Please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you again in the next video. Thanks very much. Shut up!